So time for a new video. I haven't uploaded a video on X this week because we had seen some very choppy price action this week with some sudden moves up, full retraces. So I only shared some videos within the mastermind chat to keep everyone updated as always. But right now I see some more interesting price action, so let's make a public video again. What we have on Bitcoin is basically that we have still our range high, range low. We are still moving in this range and seeing some early signs of compression within this range with this trend line. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but here we have tab 1, tab 2. So lower high, and here we have low, higher low created yesterday, taking out a bad session low, and then moving up. So right now we are forming a compression effect. So that's interesting how to see how that's going to develop with the apex, which is meaning like either you break out here or here, but oftentimes you see price compressing within it, and then that compression is around Monday, Tuesday, so that aligns with often we see manipulation on Sunday or Monday, so then we could see like fake out and then move to the other side, or we go first down and then up. So let's see how that plays out. For now, on the lower time frames, we had this sudden move up early in the week. It was on Tuesday where we tapped into some supply and also some important VWAP levels and rejected. It's also the monthly open, if I'm right. Yeah, monthly open, so strong rejection from there, which is now a clean invalidation for the bulls, for the bears. If we break above that level, then we can see higher prices. But for now, that's a clear level. Bears stepped in. And since then, we broke down, took out Monday's low, tapped into the weekend liquidity right there. And right now we see a relief rally since last night. But overall, I'm not too convinced yet about this being the absolute low. So a few levels I'm watching is that we have a bad daily low. So this low was created at hour 0. I can show you that right here. So if we look at the time and distance, then we see it's a low flip risk distance-wise, 12% and 38% timing-wise. So based on that, you could say this low looks relatively safe, but we have some big warning signs, like we had earlier in this week as well. And then they also got taken out. So we have 94% of the daily lows from after 0.000, and 96% of the daily lows have a bigger wick. So current daily low on the daily doesn't have a wick to the downside, and price often loves to do that. So I'm looking for potential shorts also in alignment with that overall. Bears are just stronger. So I'm looking for potential shorts to take out this daily low. So what I'm looking at potentially is, since this morning we had this, it looks like a bit of a TWAP, like someone is buying continuously, pushing price higher. But right now we are in the 4-hour fair value gap, tapped into it. We have a poor high resting above us. And right now we don't have any structure. If we just look at like 50-minute or like 10-minute, you could say you have this and this. So that's no structure for me to confirm a bearish break of structure. But since we have a poor high and we have some fib levels resting above us, as we can see here, I'm looking for potential shorts if on New York, for example, we push up, either SFP that high and then break under it, or we make another high and then get like some exhaustion into these levels. Then I'm looking for shorts to take out that bad daily low again. That's the only really interesting setup I see right now. Maybe you could try, like I just see it very locally, you could say this is potentially a local accumulation. Let's see, clean in the making with 1, 2, and then see if you get your third tap, could already be in. And then the purpose of that one is to potentially take out that poor high and then see if you get reversal signals for a short. Because I said this daily low is a weak low, and this is like all liquidity. So once you start taking out this, breaking below this local demand zone, then it's pretty likely that you get a full reversal, where you get a super quick reversal here into the daily low, and that's the main target. So you could locally try a long into a short, but my main interest is in shorts. And from there on, I mainly expected potentially to take out this poor low right here, which is the Sunday low, and then eventually I'm looking at this low to just play the range. But as said, I see also some compression effect where we have this compression. So I would not be surprised to see price maybe push up, then come down, maybe take out that bad low, and then just form a higher low, and then start the compression. Because also tomorrow we have CPI, I believe. So it would be pretty typical for price to continue that compression, and then during a news event get that fake out to either side, first to the downside and then later up, or first up and then later down. So that's basically what I'm now expecting. And I also just saw a message that Trump will be speaking today, so we can expect some nice volatility based on that. So basically that's the plan. Let's see, stats. Yeah, the stats just show them. What is this showing us? Not that much. So earlier this week we had it move up. Spot started selling heavily. We came down, took liquidity, imported liquidity levels, and right now we are holding nicely the point of control. We have that poor high as mentioned on the daily. So take it out and can look potentially for shorts, but locally this looks pretty strong. So I'm not in a short yet. Also here, early in the week, all the longs are wiped out. Shorts are also pretty low. So based on this, there's not one side overly confident. So not in a hurry to take a trade. I wanted to have clean triggers. Then we can quickly look for USD, the dominance. Do we have confidence with that? I see this as a range with the wick high as the high. This is the low, and then right now we are forming an internal range. Nothing really clean, only that we have some 4-hour fair value gap and some fib levels below. So what could potentially happen is that let's look at the 1 hour, maybe make another low, tap into that fair value gap. Then if you break structure, that would be a nice confluence for shorts. But right now, yeah, clear ranging behavior with range high, range low, and currently around the mid range. So unless you get clear triggers, this can just rotate to all sides. So nothing too interesting on that. What do we have on ETH? On ETH, seeing the same as for BTC, basically, where we have a range high, range low, and then right now price is compressing with start of the trend line, second tap right there. Here also fair value 4-hour fair value gap, some fib levels, so maybe we can push into this level. If you get a trigger, then I'm interested in shorts, because eventually I expect these lows to be taken out. I shared it in the group why I want to see that, but basically you get this compression effect with this low, higher low, higher low, high, lower high. So maybe we get the push up. And then also here you have that compression effect with price compressing from the upside and to the downside. And then the most bullish case is actually to clear those triple lows. We get manipulation next week, push up. You can also do the opposite, in which you first take the highs, but that would actually be more bearish, because then you have left these triple lows open, and then I expect price later to take it out. So for the bullish case, I would like to see first those lows get cleared, manipulation below these lows, and then move up. And it's basically the same for most pairs, like Solana, almost exact similar view. And then more locally for ETH, also here local supply. Let's see. Here 50-minute supply above, aligning with the fib levels. Also here we have a bad daily low right here, with a demand zone below it. So mark that out, demand right here. Now we can see that we have that bad daily low. So there's a reason for price to maybe push up, get into a short, take that bad daily low. And then I wouldn't be surprised to also here just see this compression effect continue for the next few days, where we have higher lows building up, lower highs building up. And then here we have local demand. So we can clear that daily low, just push up back, and then get that compression effect into next week. And then early next week will be very important, because as we know, early in the week you form often your low or high. So maybe if you first get to move down, that can be your low of the week, or you first move up and that can be the high of your week. So we have seen since that crash, basically price turned into this compression effect. And right now we can see also for ETH, where is that? Yeah, for ETH the compression is a bit longer. But basically here, this is Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So around Monday, Tuesday, I expect either the low to be taken and then look for longs, or the high to be taken and then look for potential shorts. So pretty clean plans in my opinion. And yeah, let's see if we locally can potentially catch a short. I would hope to see like that move up, SFP, then I'm willing for shorts to target this low. But yeah, it wouldn't be the first time this week that I get front run on my trading ideas and that we potentially already dump from lower. But yeah, as I said to the group as well, you cannot catch every move, and you don't. Most important thing is don't make yourself go crazy. Because I was looking for, this was our Monday's low, for example, with some weekend liquidity below us. So I wanted to see a sweep of that, break of structure, and then get into a long. So price just front ran that and then had that massive push up. But then you can ask yourself, was there a reason for me to get into a long? Was there a trigger? No. If there's no trigger, then it doesn't make sense to make yourself go crazy about it. Same as here. I wanted to look for a short, but for my system, I want to have market structure. So if we did this, lower high, higher high, and then broke structure, then I could go in a short. But we did not do that. We did also not give a local redistribution, something like this, and then I could go in a short. But right now we just said move up, move down. So that's no trigger, so it doesn't make sense to make yourself go crazy for that. So this week, yeah, patience is being tested. Right now, still the same. I want to go short around here. If we now already give a full reversal, was there a trigger for me? No, because again, there is no structure. Only structure I can see is if we here move higher and then get into a short, because then we have an SFP, maybe even local market structure to work with. So then you can get into a short. Right now, I don't see the trigger. So yeah, little bit on mentality. And then let's see what happens when in a few hours we have New York open. Then tomorrow we have CPI. So yeah, let's see what happens. Thanks for watching again. Don't forget to like this post. If you like these videos, then I will continue dropping them. Happy trading and cheers.